Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, aka I'm a Ghostbuster, and today I'm back with another review roundup. Today I've got 4 great games across PC and Xbox to cover for you. But before I jump into those reviews, I just want to give a quick shout out to Mile High Taxi, which is like Crazy Taxi mixed with the Fifth Element. I'm going to do a full review video for this very soon, but it's out now on Steam. It looks absolutely fantastic, and you should definitely check it out. But now, on to the reviews. Okay, first up is Midnight is Lost on Xbox. Now, this was released on the 23rd of February 2023, developed by Robo Tizar Games and published by Qbyte Interactive, who were kind enough to send us a copy for this review. Now, this game is a Sokoban puzzle game, and basically all the puzzles need to be solved backwards. So you have to really use your brain because it really messes with like how you would normally play a sort of basic puzzle game. Now, the game sees you play as a witch's cat called Midnight, and he ends up stuck on a mysterious island, and you're basically trying to get back home. Now, the game features 30 handcrafted levels, a nice little soundtrack, and also secret minigames that you can find. Now, my only complaint about this game is they doesn't really explain what you're doing at the start of the game. You just sort of have to sort of suck it and see and sort of figure it out as you go. Um, Makes some things more complicated than they need to be. Like you'll be playing it and you'll think you're doing something right and actually you're doing something wrong. But other than that, like I say, the core mechanic of the game is very interesting. The art style is quite nice. It's like a blocky sort of Minecraft-esque in the sort of way it's presented, and I just think it looks really nice, very bright and colourful. And basically, you draw the path for your character with like the ghost cat version of it, and then your character then plays it out in front of you in the opposite way. So it's all about basically trying to make sure you do the lines, like the path, the way you want it backwards, basically. So if you've got to push a box, you've got to make sure you do it the opposite way round. And honestly, it sounds really simple, but my God, it takes a little bit of thinking on some of these puzzles. Now, it's priced at £3.29, so it's really cheaply priced, and it's an easy 1000 gamer score that you can get within an hour, obviously, if you know what you're doing. Now, it's also available on PC and other consoles, so check it out. Okay, and next up is the Redress of Mira. Now, this was released on the 8th of February 2023, and it's published by East Asia Soft Limited, and I was lucky enough to be sent a copy for this game as well, so big thank you to them for that. Now, this game is probably best described as part walking simulator mixed with other sort of genres, basically. So you play as this girl called Mira on her pursuit for inner peace, and you'll basically explore a variety of gorgeous sort of fantasy environments. They've done a really great job on the environments, very detailed. They all look different and stuff, and it just looks really, really good. They've done a great job on it, like very sort of medieval landscapey, those sort of environments. And the game sort of sees you mainly walking or slightly jogging through the environments like you would find in most other sort of walking simulator games, finding storybooks to sort of enhance the story, etc. But there's also other genres in there as well. So, as well as that, there's some light platforming and puzzles to work through, and there are some sort of combat-esque encounters throughout the game, but they can be skipped by using God mode. Now, I highly recommend this game. It's a very easy 1000 gamer score. However, it'll take you a bit longer to complete. You're looking at about 3 to 4 hours, depending on how quickly you get through it. It has a really nice soundtrack by the composer Peter Gunder. And honestly, yeah, it's a very well done mode. I like that it has like a God mode option for those who don't want to deal with the sort of action sections, the combat as such, because it's good for sort of accessibility as well. Now, the game is available on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, and it's priced at £8.39. It's also available on PC and other consoles, so check this one out. Really fun little indie game. Okay, next up is probably one of the best games I've played of this bunch, if not the best, and one of the best sort of horror games I've played in a while. Mothered, a role-playing horror game. Now, this was released onto the Xbox on the 31st of March 2023, published by Dolores Entertainment, who were kind enough to send us a copy to check it out. So, big thank you to them for that. Now, this is a first-person horror adventure game, which also incorporates point-and-click mechanics. Now, it's really difficult to explain this game, so just bear with me. So, basically, the game takes place over 7 days, and you play the role of a young girl called Liana, who basically comes home after having undergone major surgery. Now, she gets home, and all you find in the home is a strange mannequin who is claiming to be your mother. And basically, you have to talk to this mannequin to discover more about the role you play in this world. And basically, can you help your mother? Can you not repeat past mistakes? It's a very deep and dark story, but you've got to experience it to really get the gist of this game. It's really fantastic. It's got really like low poly, sort of early 1990s sort of graphics, like the aesthetics, a really creepy, eerie soundtrack. Now, it does feature mature themes, including sickness, abuse, and death, so bear that in mind. It's not going to be for everyone. Don't play it if you're of like a, it may trigger you, or you may not be into those sort of themes. But the story is really dark, engaging, and it has multiple endings and sort of twists that I don't want to spoil for you. Now, the game itself is basically a walking simulator game. However, it's the story and the sort of really awesome narrative that make this game what it is. Now, it does have those point and click mechanics, and you do have a variety of different endings, like I say, to work through, which I would recommend playing it multiple times just because the story is pretty deep and complex, and you may not get everything from one playthrough. So I highly, highly recommend it. It looks like a PS1 game, but it's great. Honestly, I can't recommend it enough for a creepy little horror experience. Check this one out. Like I say, it is pretty unsettling. Now, it's usually priced at £8.39, but it's on sale for the next 10 days at the time of recording for £6.71. So you can save £1.70 almost on the game if you pick it up now. It's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, and it's optimized for Series X and S as well. It's also on Steam and other consoles, but if you want like a creepy, low poly sort of horror game, horror experience that you haven't really played before, this one is a must play. Okay, last game up on this review roundup is a PC game, and it's Mystic Gate on Steam. Now, this was released on the 10th of February 2023, and it's published by Zoo Corporation, and I was lucky enough to be sent a copy of this as well, so big thank you to them for that. Now, this is a very interesting game. I've quite enjoyed this one. So, basically, it's described as a roguelike dungeon exploration bullet hell game. So, basically, the story sees a mysterious gate that opens up on Earth, and basically, it says those who are willing to challenge themselves through the tests of the gate will be rewarded with a granted wish. So, basically, you play as a guy and his robot companion, and you go through this gate of the gods on a journey together. And you basically just have to go through all the challenges. Now, it has procedurally generated dungeons, so every time you play it, it's going to be slightly different. And that includes, obviously, randomly positioned enemies and loot, and it's never the same twice, basically, which is really nice. Now, when I saw this and looked at the pictures of and like the logo, I expected this to be like a fantasy game. And so when I actually played it, I was shocked that it was like a sort of more weapons-based bullet hell style game. Not a complaint at all. It's just the sort of artwork on the main logo looks very much like it should be on like a Final Fantasy game or something like that. Now, the game itself is really fun. I do like a good bullet hell game. It just sees you sort of like dodging and diving out of the way of everything. There's tons of enemies coming at you, and there's loads of loot to basically improve your sort of loadout. Now, the game also features, like I say, a host of unique weapons. So they're always randomized as well, so they'll appear in different places through each of your runs. You'll also get skills to improve your character as well, and permanent enhancement elements which you can find. So obviously, if you do die on a run, they will stay for your next run. Now, one cool thing about this game is it can be played single player or local co-op, which is nice. So you can play 2-player. I think the co-op option is really awesome. Now, one good thing about this being on Steam is it has the remote play together option, so you can play this as if you sat with a friend, even if you're not in the same room. But overall, fun game. It has great graphics. I love the pixel graphics on it. It looks really fantastic. I love that it has like bosses as well. It's not just like standard enemies. You do end up getting to the boss fights and stuff like that. And it basically plays like a twin stick shooter. And honestly, really, really good. Highly recommend checking it out. They've done a really fantastic job. I'm not a big roguelike fan. I say this on a lot of videos, but when you mix it with like twin stick shooter bullet hell, I'm much more interested in it, and it plays and handles really, really well. And it doesn't feel like there's like a ton of grind to it, which is nice, because some roguelikes are shockingly grindy, in my opinion. Now, the game is available right now, priced at £8.50. And I think that's pretty good, but you can also buy it in the Roguelike Ultimate Bundle, which comes with a Rogue Explorer as well. And that is priced at £11.43, so you're saving about 20%. So check it out, like I say, really fun game. There's a variety of Steam achievements to get there. It has full controller support. I played it with a controller. I thought it played really great. Fun to try something different from Zoo Corporation. I must admit, it wasn't a sort of kawaii girl sort of take on a game. It was just a really cool bullet hell style dungeon exploring roguelite, and you can't go wrong with it. So check it out. But that's that for all the games this week, guys. Let us know in the comments what you've enjoyed, which ones you want to check out. Have you played any of these already? Like I say, what did you think to them? Apologies, my voice keeps going through the episode. You probably can hear it sort of break every now and again. I've not been very well over the last few months, as you know. And I still haven't got my throat fully working. So when I'm doing these longer videos, oh my God, you wouldn't believe how many times I've had to stop and then restart recording and then stick all this together. It's been an absolute nightmare. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you very soon for more content. Bye for now.